message, because I said I'm out in Syria, and people want to make fun, these Christians today want to make fun of Muslims like me, and the person asked, why do Muslims marry young children? And for my explanation to him was, I don't know. In reality, it's called mental health issue. Scientists say that we only use 10% of our brain and the other 90% is controlled by stupidity. Well, I was married at the age of 12 to bring two tribes together as one from the east, one from the west. I'm from the west, Fatima was from the east. When we got together, we had our children, which brought two tribes together as one because of that child. She was a princess, I was a nobody here. And became, a prince or a king now because I rule over my people, which is her people, not mine. But it's considered mine because of our bondage. And due to the respect that they have for tradition, I don't allow my tribe for men like my age to marry children that are underage. If you are 15 and older and your family, one side and the other side have an agreement, I will honor it, but you have to come with valid agreements. But I will not allow someone my age right now to marry a child that's under the age of 15. It doesn't happen. Not in my tribe. We'll cut your fucking throat off and burn the rest of your body. There's a reason why they gave me a sword, and there's a reason why when I'm around evil, that blade turns on fire. And a lot of my tribal members, they understand, When I lost Fatima and I was out in Syria, I had to kill a bunch of Americans, my own people, after I warned them, please do not come up here. Send a message over to the State Department, please do not come over here. So, during the Barack Obama and Joe Biden regime, that fucking great idea that these motherfuckers had, to send more troops into, America, and I had to spill the blood of Americans. But if you want to know why Muslims marry, underage kids, I have no idea. Go speak to that person that has that mental illness that is doing that. I don't have that mental illness. You don't see me with a young child. Actually, Fatima was 1 year older than I was. I got to go to Libya, Lebanon, Iraq, Iran. And mind you, this is our territory. Syria, Iraq, and Iran. Motherfucker like me was stationed in Iran in 1975. You guys know what happened in 1979. And you got former Lieutenant Colonel still stuck in Iran. But the Americans here are talking all that bullshit, and we don't deal with them. Look, man, there's a lot of lies going on right now inside our country, here and over in the West. I can't explain why certain people do, why certain people do. Like right now, if I'm making fun, the person's trying to make fun of my Muslim culture. So here I am making fun of your Christian culture then. Because, the Bible speaks about, a man wearing bronze. His skin is bronze, like me. Bronze skin. With woolly white hair. This is not woolly. So it's speaking of something else. But yet the person that they have hanging on a wall, hanging around their neck, the people that, constantly praying to, this one person is white, blonde eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, look, his name is Jesus Cristo, right? But the person we know in the Bible is by the name of Yahweh, Yahshua. And the description they gave is nothing that the description that you Catholic, follows today. But you guys want to make fun of, my religion? Well, was born Roman Catholic, who became Catholic, who became atheist, who became a Muslim, who is now a Buddhist. So you tell me, oh, and matter of fact, I'm learning Hinduism also at the same time, right now. So you guys trying to make fun of religion, you guys with the feeble minds, I already wrote to this person, I'm sorry, I can't explain what mental illness is. When men my age is trying to marry a little child who can't even speak or write or do anything properly, but yet you want to bang the fuck out of this little child because she's fresh meat. And that's what you guys want, fresh meat. Well, here in America, when I left in 2005, the CDC said that 60% of your women in the United States has some form of STD. So let's back up and let's take that into, soak it into your head. 60% of your women throughout the United States has some form of STD, and that was back in 2005. We're in 2022, my brother. You still want to make fun? This is why you guys are walking around like a disease. They keep on injecting you guys because your leaders don't even want you touching them because you're full of diseases. I'm not joking. But not only that, don't you guys beat your chest? We're number one. We're number one. We're number one. Oh, and just in case you think that I'm supporting the Ukrainian bullshit, no, my brother. I support Corona. To go with the Corona. So if you got Corona, should pop one open, put some salt and some lemon in there, and start drinking. I don't support that bullshit either. Just in case you guys think that, I'm a big supporter of, no, man. In fact, I want to do this to them. The Nazis. It's an old age war that we have. We never signed a decree, that put an end to the war, that old age war that we're having, when we're still having this old age war. And I'm standing with Russia for what's going on. Not the United States and not Europe. In fact, we took all our resources out of the United States, and this is why gas is going up. Last year, the President of the United States, the horse's mouth, Joe Biden, said gas prices will be at $9 by Christmas. Christmas passed, the new year came, and what happened to your gas prices? Started to spike, huh? So who's getting fucked with no Vaseline? As a matter of fact, he's probably using this to you guys. He's using lubricant for you guys. Because you're so busy fucking everything else up that you're not paying attention that these motherfuckers are fucking you. Because you're only using 10% of your brain. And then you want to go and, be disrespectful and attack not only my culture, but other people's culture. Because someone else listening to this shit, you have some Muslim extremists out there, and you start making fun of their shit, they burn your shit down to the ground. I'm not with this. You don't see me with a fucking bomb vest around me saying Allah this or whatever the fuck they say. No. That's not the type of Muslim I am. Type of Muslim I am is using my brain. 90% of my brain, not 10% of my brain, 90% of my brain, from the knowledge that I've gained from being Roman Catholic, atheism, Buddhist, and a Muslim. And I combined it all together to find out the truth that motherfuckers were lying to my ass when I was learning to be a Roman Catholic. This is why I tell people, I'm not a seer, I'm not a prophet, nor do I want to be none of this shit. When the man upstairs told me and smacked me behind my head and told me, go tell that motherfucker over there that he's acting like a fucking idiot. I go up to that person and say, yo, brother, excuse me from bothering you, but someone told me to tell you to stop acting like a fucking idiot. And I leave it as that and turn around and walk away. People look at me like, wait, what the fuck? Why did you tell me this shit? Well, whatever you're doing, the man upstairs told me to give you this message. I stopped believing in Catholicism. And when I met a man by the name of Gabriel, who told me to get away from, certain things at certain places, and I looked at him and I had my knife. The gun on this side, the knife on this side, and he told me, I'm not here to start any trouble. Put your defenses away. I'm here to talk to you. You're one of us. So I'm here to talk to you. And I told him, how am I one of you? And he goes and he explains his name. And he goes, look, this is what you're thinking. This is what you're going to do. And this is how you're trying to proceed with it. Don't. And I took a step back. My mouth hit the floor. And now inside of me is like, how the fuck did this nigga know if I was the only one planning this? I never blurped this out, never said one word to this. It was all up in here. And how the fuck does this motherfucker know? From there, I started to take things, and see things. I sat back the way he told me to do. Sit back and watch everything around you. And you will see who's false and who's righteous around you. And the righteous ones is the one you pick and you help. The false ones, you let them hit the floor and burn. So this is why I keep saying I'm at a different level. Because when I look this way, when I look that way, when I look in front of me and behind me, everyone that kept on telling me, level up, nigga, level up. The ladies out here, who dissed me. And one of my baby mama dissed me. But then she saw, fuck, this nigga's at a different level. I thought this motherfucker was like all the other clowns, smoking, drinking, dancing, and having fun. Yeah, I like to do that. But my mind is 90% being utilized, not 10%. That is the difference between us. I've walked 7 continents. One of them you need a special permission from multiple nations for you to go, and you have to have a brain to go there. Not any dumb shit can go there. This is where we're from. This is where my tribe is from. And we extend all along the spine, all throughout South and Central and up North America, from down there. The motherfuckers today, that can't be. Your feeble-minded, your 10% mind don't let you understand certain things that you're not aware of. For those who know me, you guys know I don't play around. I'm not with that bullshit. I hate when motherfuckers, are fucking around with children. It's bad enough, that I don't get to see my children. And to have a fucking grown motherfucker fuck around with my children, I will fucking cut their head off their shoulders. And I'm a Muslim. So you think I'm going to allow another Muslim to fuck with my children? I got 2 boys, 4 girls. So you tell me if I'm going to allow some grown-ass motherfucker put their hands on my children without them tasting my blade first. So that curiosity that, this man has, I don't know if he was trying to make fun, poke fun at me or whatever. But he's old. He understands that I'm not playing. I look good for my age. Look, yeah, I'm losing my teeth. And that's because of how old I am, not because of the metal. I'm old. I'm really fucking old. Trust me, I've seen kings and queens come and go. I've seen flags rise and fall. What's going on right now ain't no different. You guys' lifespan is only, 100 years or less? I've been around for a little bit over than that. And my brother, stupidity. Stupidity is what pisses me off. Ignorance. I don't know if you was trying to, poke fun at me, and poke fun at my religion, and poke fun because I'm over in Syria. I don't know what the fuck y'all motherfuckers are thinking about. Y'all beating your chest with your number one, that little glove that you guys put. We're number one, and you guys are like this. Number one in what? Entertainment? I told y'all porch monkeys to grow something for me. Matter of fact, since you guys are going through an economic collapse and you guys are in the depression right now, well, here, grab a bean and let me see you grow it. And if you can grow it in this hostile environment and you can feed yourself, your family, and others, then I'm going to give you 90% of your brain. But if that shit dies on you and you can't get it to grow maturely, then you're only utilizing 10% of your brain. That means you guys never go nowhere. You guys don't know how to create anything but bullshit. Besides starting trouble. Look, man, I'm a Muslim. Whether you like it or not, I'm a motherfucking Muslim. It's my tradition. It's my culture. Through marriage, through bondage, and I don't wear a ring. There's no ring in my finger. There's something much more. But that takes 90% of your brain to understand. But if you're only utilizing 10% of your brain, you will not understand what I'm telling you. A lot of you guys right now are pissed off over that, Roe versus Wade, or whatever the fuck that bullshit, and you ladies are fucking, it's my fucking body. When you're this old and down this old, and men that are my age are going like this to you, then you're going to scream, it's not my fucking body, it's my father. My father do something because this man is touching me here, and there. And I don't like what he's doing. You guys know, you guys do that shit right here. What is it? The black man get all the women drunk and high so they can fuck them because they don't have the game to talk up, to go up to a black woman and say, hey, baby, you look good, and smack that ass. Just the way I did it. Smack that ass and say, my God, man, I want to have babies with you. I do this to black women, and the black woman, she laughs. Come on, nigga, stop playing with me. I don't look that good. Some baby, you're a fucking thoroughbred. And start, come on, baby, let's go. You with it? Come on, let's go. Y'all motherfuckers don't got game. Here, baby, drink. Here, drink up. Here. Here, matter of fact, smoke this. This will fuck your brain up, and you will love it. The girl is all fucked up, don't even know what left and right is, what up and down is, but you guys are doing this. Ooh, baby, ooh, yes, ooh, right? That's the type of game that you guys have. You guys rather get these girls high and drunk so you can fuck them. So what is the difference between an American, a Christian and a Muslim then? What's up here, or what's inside this hard dome underneath this bone that they tell you guys that you only use 10% of your brain? And I really hope that that person was, being curious. And it was a child that was asking a question, and not someone my age or, a little bit younger than me, asking stupid questions that they should already know. What is the difference between a Muslim and a Christian? When you learn this, let me know. What is the difference between a crescent moon and a cross? What is the difference? It's the same religion, came out of the same place, spawned from the same area, but due to the spoils of war, things split up. This one has this belief, this one has that belief, that one has that belief, that one has that belief, and that one has that belief, but they all come from the same place. Knowledge, my brother, arm yourself with it. Don't be one of these ignorant motherfuckers walking around here, because people like me will treat you ignorant. If you're walking around here fucking ignorant, I'm gonna treat you ignorant. And a lot of people that know me know that I treat them ignorant. Why? Because they don't have this. But at least I'm compassionate enough to understand that they're fucking ignorant. So I lower myself to their standard so that I can communicate with their ignorance so that they can understand. But this person was trying to make fun of me, fun of my tradition, part of my culture. So your ignorance won't allow you to see, other things that are going on in front of you. You have this own problem in your own culture. Men my age raping little children. You go look at, Pizzagate, what Pizzagate was about. A lot of your legislators, male and female, was involved in all of this. And you have a bunch of demons running around in your country as, I am the leader, I am a senator, I am the president. And that's all a fucking title. What makes them better than me? Or what makes them better than you? What makes you better than your leaders? Knowledge. And as long as you have knowledge, there is not a porch monkey in this fucking world that can lie to you, because you're armed with knowledge. So arm yourself with it. And I did this to poke fun at AOC also, Adriana Cortez, she'll always be over here putting on makeup and saying what we should do and what we shouldn't do and what her great ideas are. That's a Christian woman who don't have Christian values, but is acting like a heathen. There's a whole bunch of people like this also. You guys see me, sometimes I go into, the churches, Baptist, Catholic churches out there, and I sit down because I'm also Catholic, and once in a while I like to hang out with my people. But when I start hearing the idiots standing in the front talking garbage and talking some dumb shit, I get up and I turn around and I do this to them, and fucking garbage, and walk away, and people look at me like, how crazy is he? Why is he doing that? Don't you know he's in the house of God? Really? Is that the house of God when the person in front of you is telling you it's okay for you to go and, hurt someone about this size and do things to, little people like this? Even the own deacon, the pastors and all of that, what do I say about these motherfuckers? Ex-criminals, ex-rapists, ex-pimps that now, wear the cloth. And these girls, they used to be dressed, nicely. Now they dress the skimpiest shit, and you see them open their legs so that the pastor can see what they got. And then as soon as the church is over, they're rubbing up on the pastor. Hey, pastor, how you doing? And the pastor's like, ooh, baby, wait till I get this shit off, and let's go have dinner. Yet he's cheating on his wife. And mind you, you're supposed to be a deacon, someone of, of value. And yet you're married to someone and you don't even know the definition of marriage. A lot of you dummies out here don't even know what marriage is. Right away you think it's a fucking piece of paper. And yet you don't read your own Torah, your own book that speaks about marriage. Marriage is when a man goes into a woman. But there's a special way that we get married to a woman. We just don't go and meet a woman and go into her. No, we got to make sure that she's pure first, that she is clean. And we have to clean her first from the garbage that she's been surrounded by. And then we go into her. And that can take 3 months to a year before we go into her and get married into her. That is the definition of marriage. But you porch monkeys out here, you want to fuck everything. You guys are marrying everything in sight. That when the Mosai comes down and says, who is married to this woman? And every man she laid down with is going to say, not me. And he's going to say, well, didn't you go into her? Oops. So a lot of you are sinning. So don't come and play that bullshit with me that, you guys are better than us and we are better than you. We're all the same. The same problems you Christians have, the same problems we Muslims have. It's called mental health problems. This is why a lot of you are walking around like dope fiends today, getting drunk and getting high and dancing in the middle of the street like Nazis. Because 90% of your brain is controlled by what? Chemicals. And chemical reactions. And the chemicals you put in yourself by choice. That's why others control 90% of your brain and you only think with 10% of your brain. And majority of you don't even use that 10%. You guys don't know how to think. Stop making fun of other people's religion and traditions. if you don't have one yourself. Because someone's going to turn around and school your dumb ass about, certain things, and you beating your chest. We're number one. Number one in what? Ignorance, stupidity, bullshit, lies, sins. Yeah, you guys are number one. I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going? Because Muhammad Ali said it the best. What I do in this world right now with this life that I have a very short time with will last me for eternity after I'm done here. So you choose how you want to live. You want to live like a heathen? Well, hell, it waits you for eternity. And there's a lot of motherfuckers talking about, I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. No, you're not. You got a spot right next to me in hell. And I know I'm going to hell because of the blood that I spilled. The blood of the innocent that had nothing to do with something, but my country pointed. They did it. And because of my rage, my fury, and my anger, because of what happened to my wife and my daughter, I went somewhere else and I caused a whole bunch of havoc and spilled the blood of the innocent. Not no more. My country can point and I'm going to look at them like, nigga, you fooled me once. But you won't fool me the second time. This time is shame on you for what you guys are doing. And right now, I'm shaming my country for what it's doing. You got $40 billion to send over to Europe, but you don't even have a penny to spend here. As a matter of fact, your surplus, you don't have a surplus. You guys are in debt. Your money is this right here. Toilet paper. 1 square is $100 US bill. That is 1 square right here. Or you forgot when you guys had that pandemic, you guys ran and instead of buying food and other things that you may need like medicine and water, no, you guys ran and got a whole bunch of toilet paper to wipe the shit that was coming out of your mouths. A lot of you are like this. Feeble-minded, only using 10% of their fucking brain, while the 90% is being controlled by something else or someone else. Learn how to utilize 90% of your brain, or even all of it. Don't act like these idiots that, writing these stupid posts and don't know anything. You're trying to inject me, to poke me, but I'm doing the poking back. And this is, I'm not only poking you, I'm poking others. Because I told my Muslim brothers and sisters, I don't fuck around with little kids. The little kids that, I mess around with, I teach them. Don't let men my age touch you. Don't let no one touch you here, or here. And if they do, you go to your father and you give the father your knife and you tell him, this man touched me here, and here. Go do something. And we as parents will go and take care of that motherfucker. From ear to ear. That's what we Muslims do. While y'all Christians talk about, yeah, we do the same shit. And motherfucker touch my daughter, I wipe him out. No, you won't. No, you don't. I've seen a whole bunch of you motherfuckers touching each other's daughters. And none of you have done anything. Matter of fact, the wife or the woman have the boyfriend touching the daughter, and she's still sleeping with, the dude, and the daughter's telling her, Mom, your boyfriend's touching me. And she won't believe the daughter, but she will still keep on sleeping with the dude. Until finally she catches the dude in the act, and then she's like, oh my God, I didn't know this was going on. Like a fucking idiot. Yet the daughter was telling her a long time ago, your boyfriend is fucking me. Ignorance is a blitz, my brothers. Don't let these motherfuckers fuck with your mind. These feeble-minded people, feeble-minded. You know the song Too Short? Because it's called The Ghetto? Listen to the verses of how he's talking about how educated people treat those that are fucking ignorant. And we treat you very ignorant. Those around me, they know that I treat them. You show me ignorance and I show you and I treat you with ignorance. Those who try to play me, I sit back and I watch. Go ahead, play your game. Because you playing checkers, I'm playing chess. And before I sat down here, I already beat you in your own game because of mental power. 90% of my brain is utilized. I just playing stupid right now around a bunch of people so that I can see what they're all about. But I'm no idiot. So, my brother, if you're making fun of my religion, my culture, well, I just let you know exactly what I am, what my beliefs are. You say you're curious? So am I. I'm curious of why men my age is fucking around with little girls that are under the age of 12. That's not a woman for me. And a child doesn't have any value for me. I'm not going to get any stimulation out of it because when I come out of work and I say, damn, baby, and I got to go like this. Come here, baby. I had a hard day at work. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. I need, this, and this. Think about it. Look at these old men with these young girls today, and these young girls are cheating on these old men because they can't get it up no more. And the girl wants someone who got more wood for her fire. Go look around. McMahon, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, what was it, the judges that I knew that when I used to live at 301 East 79th Street, which is called the Continental Towers. And those who know me out there know I used to live when Derek Jeter was playing, and Derek Jeter knows who I am. And he knows that I wasn't playing around. I wasn't fan-struck, oh my God, Derek Jeter. No, I said, hey man, how you doing? Nice to meet you. We're neighbors. I turned around and walked away, and he's like, wait, you don't want an autograph? And I told him, autograph? For what? Who are you? Even though I already knew who he was, but I wasn't starstruck, and I was letting him know, shit, your fame doesn't mean nothing to me. Your title doesn't mean nothing to me. It's nothing to woo me. Oh, a baseball player. Fuck, I'm a baseball player myself. I play baseball, I play football, I play basketball. I'm learning how to play hockey. So what makes them better than me? Or what makes them better than you? For you guys to be starstruck. Some actor, oh, someone sung. Well, guess what? I can sing too. I'm in there and I'm singing. I take a shower, I'm singing. La, 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 la. Even if it don't make sense, I'm still singing. So what is the difference? What is the difference between a Catholic and a Muslim? What are the difference besides the name? The symbolism. But don't we have the same idea? I don't fuck around with little kids. Bad enough, I was kind of pissed off that my parents married me at a young age, but I didn't understand. And finally, when they sat us down and they explained to us, you can't date nobody else, you can't sleep with nobody else, even if you fall in love with somebody else, this is who you're with. And that destroyed me because I was in love with another girl, a black little girl by the name of Tanasha. But when my baby mama passed away, when they murdered my wife and my daughter, that's when Tanasha came into my life again. A friend that I had so much love for helped me out and helped me go through my grief. While others, they were laughing, ha 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 ha, he lost his wife. Look at it, he lost his Syrian wife. And they were doing that, ha 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 ha. My own friends, my friends that I thought that were my friends. This is why I walk alone. If they all prove to me ignorance, 10% of that brain don't work for me because I'm at a different level. And when you start leveling up, when you play those video games and you level up and you're at the Grandmaster stage, that's where I want to see my people at. Americans. Because this is who I am. I'm an American. I'm not a Syrian. I was born in America. Not in Syria, but I do help my Syrian people because that's who I'm still with. But don't ever confuse that I'm going to, side with you and not side with them. I side with the righteous, and as long as you are righteous, I pick you over those that are acting like heathens. And I don't care if you don't know ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and you guys know. I've been with people, that don't know anything, don't even know how to read English. born here in this fucking country, and don't know how to read English, don't know how to do math or anything about the money, don't know anything about anything, just how to live. And I still hung out with them. And they showed me something different. 90%. Utilize it, my brother. Don't try to make a fool of me or other people, because you end up looking like a fool. I had no choice in the matter. Now I have a choice. And my word is my law. Is my burden to my people. And I still walk away from my people, but my people still come to me and they ask me, should we allow this? And I tell them no. But if you allow that, that's on you. You have to deal with the man upstairs, not me. But you already know my rules. I say no. You guys are going to go behind my back and do it whenever I'm in the United States or wherever else I'm at in this fucking planet. And that's what's happening right now. It's this I don't give a fuck culture today. This cancer culture that we have. And you heard me say cancer, not cancel. Cancer culture that we have today that I don't give a fuck. And then when shit happens to them, fuck man, that nigga was right. He told me this was going to happen, but I didn't want to listen. I was fighting him all the way. If I give you a warning, it's because I've already been there and have returned and already know that that's going to, cause problems. I told this to my children. My parents told this to me, my father. Nigga, while you was, heading over there, I've been there, came back, went there again and came back, and now I'm watching you do the stupid shit that these motherfuckers are doing. And my father was straightforward. My father didn't sugarcoat shit. And that's why I love my parents, regardless of whatever we went through in my separation with them, but they the one who raised me and made me who I am. On top of that, I had other parents. I was born in Harlem. All the other black mothers and black fathers and Latino fathers and mothers out there that helped my mother raise this dumbass. And this is why I still stand today. Because of their knowledge. Not the knowledge that I've gained myself. Their knowledge, their tradition is why I still follow my tradition today. I don't fuck with kids. You have to be, 10 years younger than me for me to fuck with you. And it's even back then, when I was young, I was messing around with the older women. I didn't want to mess around with the young ones. I wanted the older women. I wanted someone with experience to teach me valuable things. And y'all motherfuckers want to play around with the little ones. This is where mental health comes into your mind. I'd rather mess with someone with knowledge than mess with someone who don't have knowledge. But you guys want to mess with the little ones. And that's why you guys are going to, where you guys are going. All of that, we get 100 virgins because we're messing around and we're doing bullshit. The lies told to others to get them to do whatever the fuck they want. Why? Because they're only using 10% of their brain and the other ones are controlling that 90%. That's why. That's why I think shit like that is happening. And it's not only happening in the Muslim world, it's happening in the Christian world, it's happening in the Hindu world, it's happening in the atheist world, it's happening in the Catholic world. It's happening in all religion. 90% or 10%. And the ones using 10% are the ones doing all that stupid shit. The ones utilizing that 90%, we're walking away from all of that. That is the difference between us. 90 and 10. Using 90 or 10%. Which one are you utilizing? Leave me a comment down below, guys. Which brain are you using? 90% or 10%? And if you say, well, scientists only say we use 10%. The question that I have, and I'm very curious about this, then who controls the other 90%? That's my curiosity. Since he said he's curious about, why, Muslim marry children. But I was married as a child. So I can't answer that. I can't say, well, I married this young one because, I thought she was good. I thought she would be good for me. I can't say that. I married someone that was older than me by 1 year, and we pushed each other forward. Always forward, pushing each other forward. And this is what two people, male and female, coming together to overcome the obstacles of the world. That is the difference that you got to learn. Motherfuckers beating their chest, I can do this myself. Well, the woman's over here, I don't need a nigga. And yet these bitches are fucking calling me, hey bro, my car doesn't work. This stupid idiot that I'm with don't know how to fix cars. Can you come fix it? Wait, I thought you don't need a nigga. They're out here typing on Facebook and TikTok and all of that, and they're like, Miss Mary J, I don't need a man. I don't need a man to do anything. And yet, when shit breaks down, hey bro, I don't know how to do this. Can you come fix this for me? Calling another man, calling a man to fix something when they out there boasting on social media. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I can do it myself. There's a reason why we men are men and why you women are women. And the women that are confused trying to be men, I can't speak for you. That's a curiosity that I have. What makes you think that you're a man and that you can compete at our level? Because I asked women, I lift engines out of the fucking, without a cherry picker. When I'm pissed off and the cherry picker doesn't want to, work, I grab that engine and yank it out by hand. I want to see a woman do this. Not with a 4-cylinder, not with a 6-cylinder. I want them to do this with a 454. Big block. Rip it right out. Yank it. Grab it. Use your strength. And you guys see, look, I don't got no big guns. There ain't no big guns on me. Look. So you tell me, do I need to be muscle bound to lift all of this up? No, it's using your brain on how to use your strength and your body all as one. And when you can overcome this and you can become one with your soul, your mind, and your body, you are a force to be reckoned with. An army can stand in front of you and you just go and blow them away, like I did in Syria. For all the dog tags that I got in my 5x5 storage room here in the United States off of Richard Boulevard. I got dog tags of motherfuckers that I mopped the floor with, beating their chest. We're number one. We're the devil dogs. Really? I'm not a devil dog, but I have a blade, and the blade is a fire. So let's see. One side is yellow, one side is blue. One side underneath it is red. How do I utilize this? Okay. My hands. Oh, evil. It turns fire. Okay. An army of men got slaughtered because of that fucking stupid idea of my nation. My nation's leaders. Go ask Barack Obama and Joe Biden, who am I? And show him my picture and they will go, fucking niggas here again? Fuck, is he in the United States? Or is he over in Syria? That's what they're going to tell you. Because Joe Biden knows exactly who I am, and I've done this to him in front of his own fucking face and did this. Spit at him. Because that's what I think about this garbage. He may be my leader, that title and bullshit, but again, what happens to when a person gets mad and they go like this to the leader's neck? He's no longer leading, and the person below him starts leading. And I don't want Kamala Harris as a leader. I'd rather have Joe Biden than Kamala Harris. But anyway, don't make fun of people's culture. Even if you're curious, don't do that stupid talk that this man just did, because this is the reaction that you guys are going to get. I'm a Muslim, and yes, I am a bona fide Muslim. I do study. My sisters can tell you, I sit down, sometimes I just don't pray the way other people pray. I'm not really traditional like that. But I understand my culture. I understand what the book says. That is the difference. I'm not out here waging jihad, putting on a fucking bomb vest because I don't like what you said. No, I can sit down and disagree with you. And matter of fact, I've proven it to others. My brother is Jewish. I'm Muslim. My sister is Christian. My other sister is an atheist. I got 3 other brothers. We all sit down at the fucking table and we all can have, a great meal together and we can talk like siblings. Why can't we do this with others? Just because our blood? Well, we're all related somehow, if you understand the word of Adam and Eve, but that's for another topic and another discussion. Remember, don't make fun of us and we won't make fun of you. Ignorant runs wild in all cultures, all right? You just gotta learn certain things. And I understand a lot of people are curious, what other Muslim thinks. And as a Muslim, I'm not with playing around with little children, especially at this age. If I was a child, I'd be playing with another child, but I like to play with those my age and older. Why? Because I seek knowledge, I seek wisdom. I don't seek stupidity and childish things. I put this away a long time ago. And put it away, not aside, put it away. And I even teach my children, man, stop acting like a child. Man up. Woman up, girl. Woman up, man. You're not a fucking child no more. Woman up. And my baby mamas get mad at me. Why you talk to them so strong? Why you on them so strong? Because I want them to develop that 90%. I don't want them to be with that 10% where they're walking around here like a feeble-minded person, only thinking about 10% things and not the 90% things. Learn the difference between that and then get back at me. If you're curious, then understand what I'm talking about, 10% and 90%. And this goes with every religion out there, with every human being, don't care what race, color, or crayon you want to associate your skin with. You guys see I'm red and brown. The red hair on my skin are mixed in with the black and the brown. So it tells you I'm a byproduct of others that came together to become something. And the same thing they did to me. Put us together so that we can make one that can change the difference and the balance of things. That's the way you got to think about it. Don't think about this feeble-minded, I'm a Christian. We're better than Muslims. And the Muslim is wrapping, putting his vest on. I'm a Muslim. We're better than these Christians. Really? Look at the mess you guys are causing with this idea that you guys have, except sitting down and saying, fuck, that's my brother over there. He's a Muslim. I'm a Christian. My other brother's a Buddhist. Why can't we just sit down and speak? Why can't we sit down and, conversate? But all this bullshit that, is going on right now where Muslims are fighting against others and others are fighting against Muslims is that 10% feeble-minded. Go ask the Taliban. I did the same shit to them when they came to my property. We smoked the fuck out of these motherfuckers too. And I told them the same shit. 10% or 90%, which one are you using? And if you come with 10%, we will eliminate you right now. And they said 10%. And we destroyed them all and pushed them out. And when others, started to recruit others and they started to make alliances, well, we picked up the horn and said to the king of the north, which is Mother Russia, Mr. Putin, we need help. If you don't help us, they're going to destroy what's left. And once they destroy what's left, we will destroy everything. And hung up. Mr. Putin said, what the fuck? Wait, what the hell? What kind of news did we just get? And then they started to see us rolling out weapons of mass destruction, advanced weapons that we kept underneath the sand for generations after generation because you porch monkeys forgot about the old age wars. But, hey, let me remind you guys. You guys think that, a lot of people were thinking that these Afghanistanis, were nothing but ragheads in the mountains. And what happened, with what we taught them? Russia felt the problem. The United States was embargoed for 20 years and plus in Afghanistan to deal with, ragheads in mountains. What do you think we taught them? Stationed in Iran, stationed in Iran, motherfuckers. When motherfuckers over here were talking on the mic, no American should be in Iran. So who am I? Go look at my jacket. Read my jacket from birth to abortion, and you guys will be able to see everything I've done for my fucking country. Everything. And if you can white out some of the black shit that I've built for my country, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But 90%, we crazy people make the best fucking weapons, while you normal people that use 10% of your brains do nothing. Literally nothing but fan yourself, acting how great some of you are. And yet you guys are not fucking great. We built shit that keeps shit flowing, while y'all motherfuckers buy shit, consume shit that keeps things basically not flowing. You are the consumers of stuff we make. They put this little bullshit here, man. Here. They talk about all of this is new design. This is all new tech. And if you go back to Egypt, I'll show you something that does the same thing like this. Matter of fact, I can show you something that does something just like this. But the motherfucker said we had torches back in the days and only fire. We only utilize fire, but yet you can't see any carbon smoke up on the top of the roof. Come on now. 90% or 10%? Who are you going to believe? What you learned in history, and yet you don't see any carbon buildup on top, and yet supposedly we have torches? And you can do this experiment at home. Grab a lighter, put it up like this, and watch your ceiling get burned. You don't have to put it all the way up, just at a distance, right here. From a distance to the ceiling, and watch your ceiling turn black with soot. Oh, wait. You guys are going to say, because of the great flood, it washed all that soot away, but it left all the color and hieroglyphs up. That's what you guys are going to say, right? Don't make fun of us. We don't make fun of you. It's just that simple. 90 or 10%. Which one are you using? Americans, I'm speaking to you mostly. You're my people. Stop acting feeble-minded, especially, those that have this chip on their shoulder that say Plymouth Rock landed on them. Now, my brother, I've been around for a very long time, and you've been around as much as I have. Ain't no Plymouth Rock landing on you. You were here already. It's just other people saw that you was here, and they were bringing others from other places, and they said, well, let's make them think that they are all coming from different areas. And that's what happened to you guys. But you guys were here just along with we are. We are indigenous, not natives. Native, and if you were to use that word, Native American, you're calling yourself a European trash that came here. That's what Native American is. We're not European trash. We indigenous. We are what, 36th generation, 46th generation in right now? But you guys are talking about, I'm a third generation American, fourth generation American, European trash. Y'all guys came from Europe over here, brung over here in all these, the Pinta, the Niña, and the Santa Maria. That's where y'all motherfuckers came from. Over here. And when you guys came over here, there was already things over here developed. 90% of that brain, guys, start using that 90% of your brain, because if you're only using 10% of your brain, you believe all that stories that, you're being told in school that you're indoctrinated to. Learn the truth, my brother. Learn the truth. That's all I got to say. Learn the fucking truth. And I'm going to leave this like this. Don't make fun of people unless you have knowledge inside of you before you start making fun of someone who has knowledge more than you, and then all of a sudden he starts displaying some of that knowledge, or she starts displaying some of that knowledge, and you look like a fucking fool in front of people. I don't know why men my age fuck around with little kids this tall and this young. That is a mental health problem. And it's in the Christian, it is in the Muslim, it's in the Hindu, it is in atheism, it is in all the religion. where grown men want to fuck around with these little children because of they feeble-minded, because they don't have the gift, the gab to talk to a grown-ass woman and say, baby, I love that fucking ass. I want to beat the fuck out of it. No, you guys rather go with the little girls and entertain these little girls who don't know shit. This is why we parents are teaching these little kids to grow up even faster, so that they don't get suckered by these dumbasses that come with that feeble-minded shit, that go after these little kids. That is the difference between men in my caliber versus the garbage and the demonic ones that you see fucking around with these little kids. That is the difference between us. You know, the children that never grew up, even though they're acting like there are adults, but their brain is at the level of a child. And go look, I can test you guys on this. What is real money? What is the definition of marriage? And a lot of you people are going to get it wrong. Leave your comments down below. What is the definition of marriage? Since you guys are, banging your chest, we're number one and we're Christians, Roman Catholic, whatever. What is the definition of marriage then? For you Israelites out there, please, give them the definition. I know my definition, and it's when a man comes into a woman. You hear that? Man comes into a woman. Not a fucking child, a woman. You see how it speaks about man and woman? Not boy and girl, not children's. It speaks about a man and a woman. It's giving you the clues right there. When a man comes into a woman, that is marriage. But before that, we have to purify that woman before we can go into her. That is our way. That is our tradition. The Jewish do the same thing. The real Catholic does it. The Amish does it. There's other people that do it the same way. Why? Because this is the definition of marriage. Not the definition of marriage that you guys have with a piece of paper and a certificate saying, now we're legally married and now I got to support her. And yet she's out cheating on you because you don't have the wood that she needs for her fire. And now she's going around, fucking around with other people, and she's sleeping with others, and yet you got a certificate saying you're married to her, and she just took half or 3/4 of your money because you was an idiot that wanted to get married with a certificate. Marriage is bondage. Bondage is two people coming together as a unit, as one. That is the definition. Two versus one or the rest of the world. And not one is stronger than the other. We both need each other to overcome the obstacles of earth. That is the reality of it. And I'm fucking pissed off at this motherfucker who had me do this fucking video because he's making me sound like a fucking preacher. And I'm not a fucking preacher. I'm not a deacon. I'm not none of this. I'm just me by myself. But that nigga pissed me off. This is why I did this video. We don't fuck around with little children. We men, not us children, are messing around with these little other children. No, we men don't fuck around with children. We men fuck around with women. That is the difference between us. A real man versus, your fake man that's calling yourself a man, but you don't have the education of a man. That is the reality of things, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Leave me your comments down below. And be real about it, man. Even if you think you're gonna insult me, sometimes it may not insult me because you're speaking your feelings and how you feel about this. And this is why I'm doing what I do. My feelings and fucking around with little kids, and my decree to my tribe and fucking around with little kids is I will fucking cut your head off your shoulder and burn your body for fucking around with children. And you guys know here in America, I hunt motherfuckers that fuck around with children. When your name comes across my desk because you fucking assaulted a child and you go missing, that's me and my team that makes you disappear like this. And we haven't been hunting for 3 years. For 3 years we haven't been hunting out here because of the pandemic. We wanted to see what's really going on. Come August, we're back hunting again. I'm off for June and July, just watching, soaking everything in, taking all this information in. Come August, we're going to sit down, we're going to write a decree, and we already separated ourselves from the union. We already filed for these paperwork, and our companies is leaving this country, leaving the U.S. because 10% of the brain is what's controlling the country, and 90% is being controlled by the WEO. But oops, I said too much. Anyway, leave me your comments down below if you fucking agree with what I just said. Muslims out there, do you agree with what I just said? Real men don't fuck around with these little kids? Real men fuck around with women and not children? I don't want a child for a wife. I want a woman. So I feel this way. I don't know if other men, that are Muslim, that are my culture, that feels this way. And for the Buddhists, do you feel this way also? For any Catholic, do you want to fuck around with these little kids like this? Because I know a lot of, Catholic people that are fucking around with, children, and they're looking at children. You put a dress, matter of fact, I put a dress on my daughter and walk her out into one of these churches, and all these men are already goggling at her. And she's only fucking 8 years old, and she already got a body of a woman. I don't want to be fucking around with shit like this. I will kill motherfuckers. I will cut your eyes out and stick them down your fucking throat. Pay attention. We're not playing out here. We men are not playing around with you little children out here who are playing men. We're not playing house. This is not playing house. We're being for real. So think about that. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Leave me your comments down below. What do you think? And I'm going to try to put an image of his posts into this and add it into this. But what do you think? Are we Muslims, that feeble-minded that we're fucking around with these little kids like this? Or only certain selected men are fucking around with these little kids like this, and they're using the Muslim culture to fuck around with these little kids? Just like these Christians, with the Pizzagate and all of that shit that's going on. You guys are fucking around with these little kids, and you guys are adults. The Clintons, the Waltons, the Bushes, who else was it that got caught? The Kennedys, even though Kennedy was killed and everything, but you still need to learn. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring you a story. Nebuchadnezzar. You know what happened, right? You Christians know who Nebuchadnezzar is. You guys know exactly what happened to him and what happened to his children. They were too busy partying, too busy drinking, and an army surrounded the whole town. And by the time they said, oop, Nebuchadnezzar's son was killed. Don't be these idiots. Be careful of who's around you and inside your own environment. Remember, I've lost trust in people around me, and I test people around me on a daily basis because I lost that trust. And mainly because of this, men my age fucking around with little kids. This is why I choose only those around me, and I test them every fucking single day to make sure that these are not one of these men that, want to fuck around with these little kids. So leave me your answers down below. What do you think? As a Muslim, do you think I'm right? As a Christian, do you think I'm right? As a Buddhist, do you think I'm right? I cannot basically describe what's going on in these guys' heads when they fucking around with little kids. I like women. I don't like children. And when I was a child, I was always trying to fuck a woman. Not a child, not someone my age. I was always into older women. Ask my Uncle Ed, ask my Uncle Manny, Rebecca. She got, my son, Randy Wong. She passed away. My son just finished finding who I was and why, I wasn't in his life. And it was the choices that others made for me, because I was married at the age of 12 to another person, and I couldn't do what my heart desired, what my flesh wanted. And I ended up doing what my flesh wanted, and I ended up hurting not only me, but others around me, including my child. So that's not right. That's why I took the stand as a man, and I grew up right away because of that loss. And I don't know if others have that mentality or that capacity to understand certain things and then react. Because what the military taught me is to survive and evade. And I use that today. How to survive. I don't pick on little children, I pick on women. I don't go for child. 18, 21, 25. If she's even under the age of 30, I fucking go away. I don't want you, go away. My youngest baby mama, Jazz, she's the youngest one, and even to this day, it takes a lot out of me just even to say hello, baby, and give her a kiss in the mouth. I don't even go home because she's young, and I didn't pick this. It fell into my lap. And I'm being honest, I didn't want it, I wasn't pursuing it. It pursued me. And one thing led to another, and because of that responsibility that we men have, when we come into her and we make something, I am responsible for what I make. That is the difference. My baby mamas, the other ones, they made their choices. And there's nothing I can do about what choices they made. They have to deal with the consequences. And it's the same thing I tell the young one. The choices you make you or break you. And she made a choice with me. I didn't make a choice with her. But even then, she's just 1 year under my age limit that I have put on myself, that I will not mess with any woman under this age. And she's 1 year younger, and I still have to swallow that. And when we go out, people look at us like, what the fuck? He's with a young one? And he's old. And sometimes they're confused. Is that your father? And she goes, no, that's my husband. And people look at us like, what? For real? But she was wise enough to stick her claws into me and hang on for dear life. And it's not me sticking my, claws into her. She was smart enough to find what she wanted and what she was looking for in life. And she understood, fuck, if I lose this, I have to deal with these knuckleheads who can't offer me anything, who don't got anything to offer anyway. And that's how smart this girl was. But even now, I still have trouble swallowing this pill. She's just 1 year under my limit that I put on myself. 1 year. And it bugs me. She's still a woman. She's of age, but 1 year younger than what my rules and regulations are. But she's hanging on to dear life and hanging on with all claws, both hands and feet hanging on to me, and don't want to let go. And I can't do nothing about it. It's her versus me. And I don't want to be around it, but it's hanging around. We have a child together. My responsibility as a man is to take care of my child, to take care of my children and not leave them around like some abandoned orphan out here because I'm so busy doing this and trying to fuck everything in sight. Not every woman is good for me. And this is why I choose certain type of woman. And I look inside before I look on the outside. Before I go, damn baby, she got a fat ass, and smack that ass. The only time that starts to happen is when my flesh is yearning for something. And it only happens when there's a moon out. I'm just saying, and I say that. Everybody that knows me knows that when the moon is out and I'm in the right condition, the wind blows and I'm at attention. And if you cross my path while I'm in attention, I'm going to be a man, and I'm being straight honest. I will fuck your world up. But I only fuck women, not children. That is the difference between me and others. I have rules, I have value, and I have regulations on me. I put these rules on me when I was 12 years old. No one else did it but me, because I didn't want to be like my uncles. I didn't want to be like, friends of the family that I saw going through divorces and all of that, and I still ended up going through that shit. 10 or 90%, which one do you want to use? You want to be like every other person that's you only utilizing 10% of your brain, or do you want to use 90% of your brain and gain knowledge so that when the 90% that comes to bullshit you for your 10%, they can't bullshit you? I can't speak for others. I can only speak for myself. So if you want me to speak for others, well, get everybody else. Grab all the Muslims together and those that are married to the little kids. Ask them why are they married to children. Because I'm not married to a child. I'm married to a woman, not a child. And she is still of age, but for me, she's considered young. Too young for me. But still, she's hanging on with all claws for dear life, going along for that ride. Don't be an idiot. Don't be feeble-minded. Don't come attacking me because I'm a religion that you don't like. Because I will fucking square your shit out. I will blow your shit out the fucking water. And if you think that you're man enough and you have the skill sets, go ask a whole bunch of jarheads how much skill sets I have. And they will tell you that motherfucker, when he's pissed, move out of his way. That nigga moves shit out of his way no matter how heavy it is. It's like an elephant walking down the jungle, just tearing trees apart out of his fucking roots just to get to that one person. That's the way I am. I tolerate no bullshit, and I don't want to associate with bullshit. So if you're attacking me over that stupid question, now you know my answer. And you got an hour and 11 minutes of my answer. I don't fuck around with, small children. I don't have mental illness, and you guys see that I'm not receiving any type of money for mental illness. So it tells you I still work for Uncle Sam, I still build things for Uncle Sam, and I can turn a block of metal into a fucking Swiss watch. So that tells you I'm utilizing 90% of my brains. Because you 10%ers that utilizing 10%, you guys can't turn a block of metal into a fucking Swiss watch. You can't even turn a block of metal into this. And even if we give you the fucking diagram and everything to do, 10% can't create what we 90% are making and have built. And I'm going to leave you guys with that.